he came in and he said, I'm sorry that I didn't know. People look at you because you're in skin color. They will look at us. Huh? Look at you. Come. Let me give you an example. If I said to him, listen, next week, I want you to preach. Some people think he preach. I'm not coming. He's black. That's the first thing go through people's minds. We look at people with colored skin. We have to stop doing that and look at the man, dedication and love for God and his authority in preaching the word of God. It has nothing to do with skin color, blood. Nothing. I have faced that all over the world I travel. Thank you. All over the world I travel. That I have faced it. But I want to share with you this before we wrap it up here. So here is this guy. They're right there in the inner circle, right? Right in the inner circle. And they got this idea that they're going to do this thing contrary to the word of God. Contrary to the teaching of their father and their uncle. Contrary after seeing it. You see, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. They're going to do this contrary to the teaching of the word of God. And God is going to bring them back to that situation whereby both of them lose their lives. We go in the book of Matthew, chapter 13. Famous chapter in the Word of God. Famous chapter in the Word of God. Matthew chapter 13. Look at what Jesus said. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 13, verse number 9. Notice it. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Why does he say that? Before he explained the parable of the sword, he gave a parable, the parable of the sword, right? In Matthew chapter 11, in verse number 3, he said, behold, a sword went forth to sow. And he explained, this is one parable that he explained in depth. But before he explained it, he said to them, if you have ears, listen carefully when I explain this parable. The Bible tells us that he explained the parable by telling us about four different groups. The first group he talked about in verse number 19. He said, he that received the seed into stony places. Look at that. The person received the seed into stony places. Right? Verse number 19. And as he received the seed into stony places, when he said, when anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. So the first one he explained in detail is the seed that fall on the wayside. What is the seed? The sword, he gave an example. The word of God. You're sitting there and you're listening. You're listening to the word of God. You're listening to the word of God. And although you're sitting sometimes in a church or in a different whatever arena, you're sitting here and you're listening to the preaching of the word of God. You're sitting there right there, and if you don't focus, the evil one has the power to come and distort you right there. Catch it away. Catch it away. The seed that fell by the wayside. He said, when anyone heareth the word of God being preached of the kingdom. You're hearing the word of God being preached of the kingdom. You understand it not. Then come the wicked one and catches away that which was sown in his heart. This is he that receives seed by the wayside. The man hears the word of God, and you give an invitation, say, no. I have my own idea. I have my own thinking. I have my own religion. I have my own tradition. I heard it, but I don't want anything to do with it. Verse number 20. He that receiveth the seed into stony places. Now we said in group number 2. Stony places. The same is he that heareth the word. And Ammon. For a period of time, the joy receive it. You know, this is a very, very dangerous group. This group number 2. This group number 2 is more dangerous than group number 1. Group number 1 is gone. I'm done with this. But group number 2 seems to be right here with us. And for joy, he said, for during the time. And he that receiveth his seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word. And Ammon with joy receiveth it. Yet had he not, you see that? No root in himself. No root. What is going to happen? Some of you plant, all of us here in this tropical country, we plant stuff. We plant banana, we plant oak, we plant all kind of vegetables and fruits. My yard is filled with vegetables and fruits. And sometimes these papaya trees, when the rain fall or the wind blow, it blows them up. Boom. And then we learn that the papaya, most papaya tree, you have to be careful how you plant them. The root don't have much strength in it. You have to tie it up, strap it up, so when the wind blows, it will not blow them down. But they will be standing. You know about some tree, once they take root in the ground, it will grow strong. It will grow strong in the ground. Because the root has taken hold of the soil. And they knit together. And so they hold together. So this stony place is a very, you've got to look at this one. He that received the seed into stony place, the same is he that heard the word, but for a while. For a while. You know how many people come to the church? Oh, Pastor Gaines, boy, Pastor Gaines, I was looking for a church like this. I have never heard a man preach like you. You are the best. The song, the hymn, the testimony, the preaching of the word of God. I will be faithful to this church. And that was a Sunday or 2 Sundays and they're gone. You never see it after that. You see, you've got to be careful when people come, and they won't, every time it's God, every time, something for God, something, oh yes, bless God, this, that. Be careful with people. You know, be careful. You watch and see. You watch and see. Then he said, for a while, for a while, the joy, receive it. I've had so many people give here, oh, Pastor Gaines, I'm going to be a preacher. That's what I'm doing. I want to be a preacher just like disappear. It lasts for a month or 2, gone. So many people pass through this church. You'll be amazed. And each one of them have desire. Some, all kind of desire. Oh, this, oh, that. And you tend to believe it the way they're saying it. That is the danger of this group. But he that received the seed into stony place, the same is he that heard the word. You see the strange fire is here. They hear the word. They're in stony place. The same hear the word. He hears his word. You see that in every category of the seed that Jesus talked about, they hear the word. Each one hears the word. There are 4 categories that he spoke about here. And in each category, each one heard the word. Each one heard the same word. The same, take note, each one heard the same word. Many times people say, Pastor Gaines, how is it that I've come into church and Rajkumar hear the same word, and he hear the same word, and he hear the same, but they all have different beliefs? How is that so? How they're hearing the same word and they have different beliefs? Listen carefully what Christ said. Each man heard the same parable, the same word. Yet, in verse number 21, he had no root in himself. No root in himself. No kind of conviction. And drew it for a while. He drew it for a while. You see, Christ never said it's going to be a year or 2 years. You never know. He drew it for a while. For when tribulation, look at that, or persecution arises because of who? Because of a preacher? No, because of the word. By and by, he fought. Repented. But when a man has root in himself, when he has strong root, he would stick it. And he would say, boy, I have to subject myself and take my belief and chew it, dig a hole, and bury it or burn it. Because that, what I heard, was from the word of God. But men are not willing to do that. See what happened? He's offended because of the word. By and by he's offended. He's offended. He also that receives seed among the thorns. And let me tell you something. In verse number 21, you have seen here at Calvary Baptist Church. Many of you here has witnessed history. You have witnessed history. I think if Rudy has been here a while,